I would say the reaction from my immediate family was pretty positive. I had a different coming out experience than a lot of other people. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it or throw a party or like have it be a big thing. I just one day was like, hey guys, I'm actually also into girls too. And so my mom and dad have been incredibly supportive of the entire thing. They're the best I could have asked for in that regard. My younger sister had actually come out as bi just before me, and they were really supportive of her, so I felt really comfortable to be able to do that. I would say that my grandparents were definitely confused. My grandma, actually, I went to Florida this past weekend to visit them since I finally got my second dose of the vaccine. And she actually asked me, do you have a boyfriend? And I looked at her and I said, no, I have a girlfriend. And she went silent. She didn't really have anything else to say to me, she's older and from Germany, so I think like she just has a lot of traditional values and doesn't necessarily understand it. And then later in conversation, I continued to refer to my girlfriend as my partner. None of them were openly critical of my relationship, but I also didn't necessarily feel the same warmth and love that I received from my parents. So me and Whitney actually met on some dating apps. I was just decided after I had gotten out of a recent relationship that it was finally time for me to accept this other part of me that I had never accepted before. I turned to my dating profiles on everyone and I saw Whitney, and she's the most beautiful person, and I'm so happy to be in a relationship with her. We both just found each other and immediately clicked. We didn't actually start dating until like J-term, but we had started talking at the end of fall semester, and we got really close because she actually had gotten COVID, was in quarantine for 2 weeks, and we FaceTimed almost every day, just talking about life, and she makes me so happy. I didn't realize I could find someone that I'm so compatible with. I think both of those stereotypes are just incredibly wrong. I feel like a lot of people do see bisexuality as a phase, but as someone who's a bisexual individual, I absolutely am attracted to both genders. I wouldn't say that attraction's equal at all. I think it definitely depends on the person. Some people may be more attracted to men, some people may be more attracted to women, but it's definitely not just a phase. I have had boyfriends in the past. I've had great relationships with boyfriends in the past, and I have a great relationship with my girlfriend now, and I don't necessarily think the two have to cancel each other out, and I wouldn't feel comfortable identifying solely as lesbian because I do have an attraction to men. I've had previous relationships with men, and this isn't just a phase. It's definitely a part of my identity and something that is important for all people to realize, that it's not bisexual people absolutely are not just attracted to everybody that walks down the street, but they have genuine connections with both men and women. Yeah, so both of us are in different sororities, and I feel like sometimes there's some stereotypes about sororities that they're judgmental and exclusive, but I found the exact opposite from my sisterhood. My sorority has been so incredibly accepting and loving towards me. I never feel like I have to wear a mask around my sisters, and I'm constantly showing them exactly who I am. My sorority sisters helped give me the confidence to be able to come out and have supported me throughout this entire journey.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. I actually came out during my new member retreat and to my whole pledge class, and the acceptance has been overwhelmingly positive, and I'm extremely grateful for that because that's something that I was really worried about, especially joining a sorority with, the image of everyone has to be straight and look a certain way and fit a certain mold, and I certainly don't fit that, and obviously Kat doesn't either, but I'd say that overall it's been extremely positive for what people have had to say, and also girls have actually confided in me since I've served as an example for a lot of individuals who have been struggling in Greek life in my own org and in others as well.
I would say any advice for people that are struggling with their own sexuality is you're absolutely not alone. Sexuality is a confusing and crazy little thing that the society created, and it's hard to sometimes feel like you need to identify yourself into a specific box or category. But any relationship or attraction that you have to an individual is absolutely valid, and I would say follow your heart.